Today on the Wild Side, we visit a new location in San Antonio. We are at Once in a Wild with their lead, their owner, their creator. This is Amanda. So let's take a walk on the wild side of this beautiful animal. This is a pixie frog, an African bullfrog. Hey guys, welcome to the Wild Side. I'm Clay, and this is an African bullfrog. Look at that. Can you see that? This is a pixie frog, an African bullfrog, and it's only about 4 or 5 years old. This is the largest frog to inhabit southern Africa. In fact, all of Africa. An African bullfrog can grow so large they're a bit as big as a dinner plate. Of course, males are a lot larger than females because they tend to protect their babies. Now, African bullfrogs are the largest species of frog to inhabit Africa. Of course, these animals live in the savannas, and in the savannas it gets quite dry. You can find an African bullfrog from South Africa all the way to northern Tanzania. Now, in the dry season, these animals will go through an estivation. It's like hibernation, except estivation, these animals burrow deep underground. And then, well, you know what? Let my friend Amanda explain what happens.
So in order to survive the dry season, these guys will dig down into the ground and make a little burrow for themselves that's really small, kind of like a little, just a tiny little space for the shape of their body, and that's it. And then what they do is create a lot of snot with their nose, and then they will wipe the snot all over their own bodies and create a slime bag, and they will literally just stay there and kind of marinate in the slime bag on their body very tightly, kind of like a sleeping bag, but a slime bag.
That's
and
gross.
Then yep, super nasty. And then what happens as soon as the rains come back and the wet season comes back, the rains will start trickling down into the burrow, and they'll feel that, and that will wake them up. And then they will proceed to eat the slime bag off of their own bodies and escape from it and burst out and start looking for water too.
Slime bags, that's so gross. But it is an amazing way to ride out what could be a 10-month estivation underground. Again, that's like hibernation. Now, while they're deep underground, they also have to consume and keep in all that moisture. They don't want their body to lose. So their dead skin acts as a cocoon to really lock in all of that. The slime bag, the dead skin, everything together makes these animals a super savanna survivalist. That can last, again, up to 10 months. Imagine you being stuck in a room or your house for... Oh wait, global pandemic. Yeah, it's like that, except you're not covered in slime. Now, these creatures also have really unique feet. Their back legs are partially webbed, but their front legs, they don't have webbing. And that enables these animals to dig and burrow and move around. Now, what are they eating? Well, African bullfrogs really enjoy eating insects. But if another frog came by, especially in the crazy, tense times of the dry season, they're guaranteed to eat one of those other bullfrogs. Now, they have some really cool tooth-like projections on their lower jaw, or at least males do. And they use these to defend themselves against predators, but also, you know, males gotta joust with one another. Look at this animal. Where's the iPhone? Look at that. Gorgeous skin. Now, these animals are of least concern. They're actually quite prolific throughout Africa. That's mainly because a female can lay anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 eggs at a time. And it takes the little babies about 2 days to come out and start living their life, moving around, looking for food. Of course, they're undeveloped tadpoles, as I would have called them as a kid. But let me bring in my friend Amanda here, and maybe she can explain a little bit more about the animal's development.
So every amphibian starts their life underwater, and they are hatched out of a very small egg. No different with the African bullfrog or pixie frog too. So they begin their life as an egg underwater, and then the egg hatches into a tiny tadpole, which is kind of like a worm, right? And then eventually they will start beginning to grow legs and become known as a polywog after that. And then eventually their tail goes away and their external gills go away and they gain lungs as well. And then they end up looking like a miniature version of Francis here. And after that, they are known as a frog, right?
This is our brand new collaboration partner. This is Amanda, and she is the owner, creator, operator, the genius behind one of my favorite schemes, at least to visit, the color scheme, the logos. This is Once in a Wild. They are a brand new San Antonio-based outreach, and she has plenty of rescues. We're inside of one of her reptile rooms. That's why I'm sweating. It's hot in here, but we have a lot of cool reptiles. And Amanda, of course, you started this at the beginning of COVID-19, but Amanda, tell us how folks at home can get a hold of Once in a Wild and how they can help you succeed your dream here to keep this business alive.
Well, thank you for asking, Clay. That means a lot to us. So you can find us at onceinawild.com, and you can also find our contact number over there. That's probably the easiest way to find us, although we do also have social media like Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok nowadays.
You do TikTok?
We sure do.
Frogs do a dance, one of those little...
She hasn't yet, but we'll see if she wants to, maybe later after this.
I will say this about Once in a Wild. Every Wednesday on their YouTube, and well, most Wednesdays, because there's holidays, right?
True.
Their Facebook page, they do a Wild Wednesday live stream where she talks about some of her animals. Our videos premiere on Friday, so you're not going to miss out on anything. You can double dip. Check out Once in a Wild, please, and go to their website and help Once in a Wild continue their dream of outreach, education, conservation, and of course, rescue and rehabilitation. Animals like this pixie frog and other species in the room here. We have a chameleon behind Amanda. That's going to be in a different video later on, so you have to wait for that. But a lot of these animals are taken in by owners, and people don't know what to do with them. So they call folks like Amanda and other great organizations that we worked with in the past, like Critterville and Zoomagination, and they look for homes. So we have to help support these small businesses as they continue. And the way you can support is subscribing to Once in a Wild on YouTube or finding any of their social media pages and giving them a follow. Thank you all so much for tuning in this week, talking all about the African bullfrog, the pixie frog. Until next week, everyone, as always, stay wild, conservation rules, and we'll see you next Friday when we highlight yet another of your favorite species. Until then, stay wild, everyone.